the one time I did see Burrow not have that face, that just stone face, was the night when the Bills were in your house and Damar Hamlin was on the turf. Can you just walk me through that night, your recollections of it, Joe Mixon, and how it still resonates with you today, Joe?
Yeah, man. That was a very emotional night for especially guys around the football league. I mean, you can't even really just say specifically for the teams on the field, but, just seeing things around the league, man, you see a lot. And we get pretty much desensitized to, the injuries. And I feel like with concussions, or you see concussions, you see broken legs, you see, guys tear hamstrings, you see, gruesome injuries, and it's more so, he gets off the field and a standing ovation or whatnot, and it's a play on, keep it moving, and it's almost not like nobody really cares about the player, but it's a next play type of deal. And with that situation, it was definitely an unfortunate situation, but the best part about it was my man made it through.
No doubt.
Definitely a blessing to hear that.
No doubt, and that it to me it reminded us of the fragility of folks like you, Joe, who play the game and put it out on the line and kind of put that in the recesses of your mind, and then it was put right in front of your face in the most frightening manner possible. And then it was also, after he got better, a celebration of the humanity of the game and fans, all of us with our hearts in our throat all week. I felt like I was sitting in an emergency room for 72 hours waiting for the good news to come back, and it finally did. That's the way it felt to me,
Trust me, we all felt like that, and I felt like we all suffered from it, but at the same time, it was a big relief once my man started speaking and bouncing out from where he was, his state.
And then, of course, the fact that we were able to, thanks to his recovery, get back to the matter of football, Joe Mixon, and the idea that a neutral site AFC Championship game had been set up in advance and plans were made and things had to be made in advance for plans. The subtext of it was the Bengals were going to lose. Was that in any way, shape, or form brought to the fore prior to the game last week for you to chew on in the locker room?
I think it was more so that, we obviously seen it, and, you could say whatever you want about it. I mean, to be honest, we basically, the best thing about us right now, with that being said, is we had the opportunity to change that narrative, and we did. And I think that we thrived under the situation of what happened, and we just been getting hit with obstacles, and we've been getting through them with no problem. So we just got to keep on keeping on, and I think everything is our best football is yet ahead.
Last one for you, Joe Mixon. Did the league fine you for flipping a coin on the field in Week 18? Did that happen? Did the league fine you?
They did.
Okay.
We had a hearing this past week, hoping to hear something back any day from mine. So hopefully, I hear some good news about it.
Okay, so how much was the fine, if you don't mind me asking, Joe?
I want to say about like 13 racks or something like that.
13 racks. And what coin did you? What actual coin was it? What actual?
Man, I probably had the most shiniest quarter you could pull out.
So 25 cents turned into 13 racks, is what you're saying? Okay.
Hey, I tell you, that was the worst investment ever.
All right, and so what's your defense? What when you're saying your hearing, what do you say? Like,
to be real, man, it was basically, we was in an emotional state.
Yeah.
And I felt like, with my teammates, we was basically just trying to shine and shed light on the situation. I mean, it was a lot of emotions going on all week. Our team was, obviously flustered from that situation in terms of being on the field and seeing that. And I feel like in that situation, I think that was one way of us expressing and making light of the situation. And really, we shouldn't have been in that position, but we was, and obviously survived and thrived through it. So that was pretty much my take to it, man. It was no excuses, and hopefully I hear back something soon.
Okay, and so last one for you, period, on this as well. Most important thing here is if, the ruling comes back from the league, sorry, the fine stands, is Ocho Cinco going to pay for it? Joe? Is he going to do?
Yeah. I talked to Ocho, and he said, man, if they don't take it back, then he'll definitely write a check for me. So I was like, appreciate it, man.
Okay. Well, just be careful. He has owed me a pair of Debos for 14 years, I think. He promised me them at a Pro Bowl in the late aughts. It's now 2023, so I know that there's it's not a $13,000 pair of shoes, but he's still be careful with him. Be careful,
hey, man,
Joe.
Hey, if I see him, I might have to bear hug him a little bit for you.
You should stroke me that check and send the shoes to Rich Eisen already. Will you please do that for me, Joe?
We need that for sure. I got you.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.